What's good, y'all? I wanted to make another video. I just got this important topic to talk about. This is very important. So everybody who watch my channel is either trying to level up or is already at a decent place in life, and they just, you know what I'm trying to say. They just, oh my God, my nose is stuffy. That's crazy. Hold up, yo. Hold up, y'all. Oh, yeah. So, like I was saying, everybody who watched my video, anybody who's like, anybody who watched this video is either trying to level up and become somebody special, or they already doing good in life. All right. So this video is about single moms. I'm gonna talk about myself for example. Listen, right? Sophomore year, sophomore year, I realized that I'm not going to the NBA, NFL, and I quit sports. Once they got this 6'7" guy from Ash Chico, they not want to bring him from Asgard and not make him play. And I was out of shape at the time, and I was short. I just quit. I'm not wasting my time no more. I got a job, and I started planning my life together. I started planning my future out. I want this type of life. I don't want to work a job. I want to make my own schedule. Okay, and I got to work. I worked at McDonald's. I was door dashing. Then I worked at a warehouse. I had multiple jobs. Right? I used to get school used to finish at 2:20. I used to drive to the warehouse, and we would finish from the warehouse all, and we would finish at 1 a.m. sometimes 2 a.m. And I have to wake I would have to wake back up at six a.m. to get ready for school, and I have to do it all over again. And then during the weekend I would do DoorDash, and then I had to stop doing DoorDash because it took a toll on my car, and I had to get another job because I can't do DoorDash. And you also had to pay taxes on DoorDash. All right, so I'm gonna just explain a little bit of my life. I ain't gonna say everything. So I was working multiple jobs, right, and I've been doing that for years. Ever since I was a sophomore, ever since I was a sophomore in high school, I have been working 80-hour weeks. All right, I did not have sex all through high school. So my bad, my bad. I had to stop you on. So what I'm trying to say is to get to a certain level, right? Because to get to a certain level, you have to have delayed gratification. You have to be consistent. You have to work hours every day for years. It took me 8 years to make 10K from my side hustle. I was selling websites online, right? And then I started doing long-term investments. It took me damn near 8 years. I started extremely young. I started at 14. It took me a long time to make my first 10K. A long time. So, so what I'm trying to say is, everybody that's successful, they had to go through the grind. Some people was shorter, some people was harder, some people it was easier, some people it wasn't so easy. But everybody had to work. Everybody had to put the work in to get to a certain level. You have to put the work in. There's no other choices than that. You have to. So therefore, this lady, this girl who have one or two kids, so some of y'all have three or four. who have sex all through high school. Some of y'all gotta have sex in middle school, and y'all get pregnant in high school, middle school, or you get pregnant in your early 20s, right? And some of y'all have two kids, right? Why is it fair that for me to date you, and it took me years of grinding while you was having sex with these, and it's always a criminal who y'all having sex with too. It's always a criminal. I realize that it's always a criminal. When I worked at the warehouse job, right? It was a minimum wage job. It was a temp company. It was a temp company, right? A lot of those guys was at a halfway house. A lot of those guys, their baby moms had to bring them to work because they didn't have a car. They just got out of prison. When I say every single one of those girls was pretty that was dropping their baby daddies off, and when I talked to those guys, they was telling me, and she don't fuck with me because she said I'm not good enough for her, but you got her pregnant. You know, it's the internet that's doing this. But when I seen that that day, I said I'm no longer trying with any girl. It's either you like me or you don't. I'm never trying. After I see that, a guy who just got out of prison, who works a minimum wage job, sleep, who got this extremely pretty girl pregnant. After that day, I am never trying with any girl ever again. It's either she like me or she don't. I'm not putting in no extra work. I'm not impressing you. It's either you like me or you don't. So that girl who have a baby daddy that works a minimum wage job, right? And she have two or three kids. She want somebody like us who worked years, delayed gratification. Remember, I didn't have sex all through high school because I was too busy working on my goals. I didn't even see girls. All I saw was my goals. That's all I saw. So somebody like guys, I gotta calm down. But what I'm saying is, you don't think that's fucked up? So this guy worked his ass off for years. You was going to the club, drinking, partying, having sex. Ever since you was in high school, just having sex, having a time of your life. And this guy was grinding and working his ass off. And he should date you and take care of your kids. And even if he wasn't partying, one thing that is true though, every single one of y'all be dating criminals. I don't know why. I don't know why y'all like that shit so much. That's a scam. I feel bad for y'all because y'all all fall for it. That's a scam. 30 seconds of a dumb, 30 seconds of doing something dumb, you can get 10 years of life. I don't know why y'all like those guys so much. I really don't. And now you by yourself, taking care of all these bills by yourself, wanting somebody to come save you. That's fucked up. This guy worked his ass off. Why should he come save you? And then when you tell them that, they get mad, right? But they skip past the guy who worked a minimum wage job. They skip past the guy who also have kids. And they want you who don't have any kids who work their ass off to take care of them and their kids. But it's not fucked up when they skip past those guys who are on the same level as them. That's not fucked up though. But when you say no to them, you're fucked up. You're a bad person. How is it fucked up that how is it not fucked up that you skip past these guys who are on the same level as you? Maybe they got kids, maybe they struggling too, but it's not fucked up that you skip past them, right? And we're bad guys because we don't want to date you. right? Because not all guys are stupid. Not all guys are gonna take care of your kids. Those are a couple of guys. That's a small few. I say 1 out of 10, 2 out of 10 if you're pretty enough. But most guys are most people look out for themselves. I don't know why you ladies feel like guys are just supposed to accept your treatment or how you are, and they should just accept it, even though they can do a lot better. I don't know why. So we should just accept you and your bullshit and just let it be. And then as soon as you say something, you're fucked up. Listen to this, right? Let me just put it in this way for you, right? If if I work my ass off and I had sex all 3 years and I see my eyes and my I keep my eyes on the prize and so do every other guy that's at a certain level, because you do not become successful by surprise. You have to work your ass off to get there. You don't just get there. You don't wake up with an NBA bank account with 30 racks in your bank account. You don't wake up with that. You don't wake up with that. So these guys who work their ass off, right? And God see them work their ass off, and you was getting your back pounded in by 3, 4, 5 different guys who got you pregnant, and you feel like God should allow him to get you. God should allow him to struggle with you. What? Why is it messed up for you to get somebody that's also in a bad position in life? Y'all can help each other climb out of the hole you're in. Why do you want to get a guy who's doing well, who did not make as much mistakes as you? Because yes, everybody make mistakes, but y'all make crazy mistakes. We don't make the same mistakes as you. Y'all make crazy mistakes. I'm talking about I knock the glass over and I have to wipe the table up with a rag. That's the mistakes I make. Y'all shitting on an all white couch and then acting surprised, and then you go do it again. Y'all have crazy mistakes, and then you get mad that we don't want to deal with you. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. So this guy worked his ass off for years, and he should accept you and your bullshit. No, no, no. And this is what I'm talking about, fellas. You should not have to deal with this at all, at all. There's gonna be a lot of y'all girls that are saying, "What about successful girls that make a lot of money?" Girls that make a lot of money could still date guys that don't make a lot of money, because no matter what, he's gonna be paid for stuff. I don't know no man that's gonna just, no matter how much money a girl makes, is gonna allow a girl to take care of him. A girl is gonna live on his 50K. If she make 50 million, he's gonna live on his 50K. I don't know any man that's gonna allow her to take care of him. She can make 50 million, he can make 50K. She gonna live on the 50K. But that's the video. I know, I know a lot of y'all, especially they trying to finesse they really trying to finesse the young guys that are doing well. Um, I really don't believe no guy should be going through that, and you work your ass off. I really don't. I really don't. I believe everybody got a person for them, but a guy who worked his ass off to get to a certain level do not deserve that. You're a different type of guy. To have self to have delayed gratification and the stomach to to say, yeah, the stomach to say, yo, I'm gonna struggle for a little bit, but it's for my future, and then accept it.